Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'll be showing you a very simple tutorial to this amazing hairstyle. So let's get into it. So, all we're going to need is just a parting comb, and I'm also going to need a white comb just for detangling my hair and some bobby pins, of course, in the long run. So for this hairstyle, I'm going to have two sections. I'm going to have a tiny section at the front, so from my slightly right, and then I'm going to just pat it down all the way to the left here, just as you're seeing here. So I'll just make that patting all the way down to, so you want to make sure that it's all the way down to the ear because we're going to be doing flat twist here, which will connect it to the back, and you don't want it to leave so the flat twist hanging. So I'll put this section away. I'll come back to it later. So we'll work on this other section. So for this back section, I'm going to use a yarn to tie it back. So it's just normal time, but I'm not going to go all the way tight. I'm not going to secure it like very very tight. I'm just going to secure it just enough for the yarn to not run, and also for my hair to look slicked down, and that would be it. So you want to make sure you pay enough attention here because you want to make sure that you've done this right because you're going to do tuck and roll, and if you've not tied your hair well, it will clearly show that you've not done it well. So you want to pay a lot of attention here. So as you can see, I've gone down, but it might look like I've gone all the way down, but I'm not. I have some space, and that's why I have a lot of volume of hair remaining. Now from here, I'm going to be taking small chunks of hair around the yarn, and then I'm just going to twirl, roll, and tuck with the bobby pin. So just twirling, rolling, and bobby pinning. So I'll just do this. So I start by doing this all around the yarn. As you'll be seeing, I'll do it all the way around. At this point, I thought, bobby pin it under each other, but it did not look that good, and I only realized when I was moving forward. And so as I was continuing, I decided, to just tuck them independently. They were giving great definition compared to tucking it under each other. Yeah, so but anyway, so I'll just continue. As you can see, I'm just tiling a bit, and then I roll it on my fingers, and then I bobby pin it around the yarn. So if I forgot to say to mention this, I'm bobby pinning it around the yarn. So I'm just not randomly bobby pinning, but where my yarn was, that's where I'm bobby pinning all the outward sections. So you want to make sure, and this is where I was saying if you don't do it the right way, it will show because this back band for you will be very much smaller and it will not create the volume that you want at the back. I believe the bigger the volume of your hair at the back, the more beautiful this would look. As you can see on this side, there's a great definition. On the other side, it's not that much defined. Now for the remaining section of the middle hair, I'm just rolling, tacking, and bobby pinning inside. So I'm no longer doing it around the yarn, just inside that section. So I'll take a section, I'll twirl it a bit, and then roll it on my fingers and bobby pin it back to the middle section. So you want to make sure you just, and when you're doing this, just try to feel and make sure that you're doing it evenly. If you need a mirror to double check, that is totally fine. Yeah, I did not need a mirror because I do this most of the time, and nowadays I'm so used to like knowing when it's not even, when I've not covered all the areas and all that. You can always use your fingers to feel that. But this is the final one, and I'll be done with the back. Yes, I'm so excited at this point because it really, really looked so good. Yeah, I just had to double check, but it really looked so good. It was everything I wanted to achieve. Aside to this specific look, so perfect. But yeah, this is what I have at the back. Now to the front section that I placed away earlier. So just going in with my comb to make sure that my hair is fully detangled. I always like doing my flat twists on fully detangled hair. So if you don't know how to do flat twists, by the way, I'm going to link a video on a very detailed tutorial on how to do flat twists like a pro. So you can always go in there and check. Trust me, it's very easy, but it takes a lot of time to do it to perfection. So yeah, but here at the front, I'm just basically doing flat twists all the way down. So yeah, I'll finish this up, and then I'll be back with the voice. So I forgot to mention when you're doing these flat twists, you do not want to do them super tight, but you want them to look a bit fluffy. Well, you can go way looser than what I did. Um, I always try to do loose flat twists, but I always end up, it's just, I don't know, for some reasons, I always just end up doing just a tiny bit tight. But anyway, this serves purpose, but every time you're doing it, you want to make sure that you're not doing it super tight. You want to make it a bit chunky. It has to have a bit of volume. Anyway, this is how it looks like. This is so perfect. And it took me a lot of time to learn how to do flat twist so perfectly. And nowadays, it's always my go-to. I'm always trying to improvise something when I'm doing hairstyles to do flat twist. So it's really everyone should learn. Yeah, so I'll just fluff it out a bit to make it loose, and as you can see, that looks a bit loose, and also just to even out to make sure there are no bumps. And the tail, I'm going to bobby pin it at the back. And that'll be basically it to this tutorial. Um, all I have to do is just a little bit of accessories. Actually, I'm just going to do one accessory and I'll be done. I love this piece to be specific. It's a silver. I always love silver accessories, but this one looked just so perfect for this hairstyle, and I am done. This is how it looks. It felt really pretty, felt really cool. As you can see, it looks really nice. Yeah, I really loved it. Let me know what you guys think. Leave me a comment if you like this video. Give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please feel free to do so. I drop new tutorials every week, so feel free to subscribe, turn on the notification if this video is you can feel free to share it as well, and I'll see you in my next video.